Hello and welcome to RumShopBoy. My name's Simon and today I'm talking about why this rum article made me angry. Stop calling this rum. Now, before I begin, I want to make something absolutely clear. I'm not going to name the newspaper nor the journalist. This video isn't a personal attack on that journalist who wrote the article or on any of the brands mentioned. I'm sure they were trying to help people discover new drinks. My frustration is with the misinformation that keeps being repeated about rum. Absolute rubbish gets written. It is lazy journalism. And when people get the basics wrong, it confuses consumers and drags the whole category down. Let's have a look at some of the misconceptions. The first thing that jumped out at me was this quote. The best rums use natural botanicals rather than synthetic extracts. Where do I even start? Rum does not use botanicals. That's gin. Rum gets its flavour from sugarcane, fermentation, distillation, and often barrel aging. If you start adding botanicals afterwards, it's no longer rum. It might be a flavoured spirit that contains rum, but it simply is not rum anymore. Next, the article says dark rums may also have extra molasses added at a later stage. Seriously? First of all, I really dislike the lazy terms white, gold and dark rum, because they tell you almost nothing. But more importantly, molasses aren't added back into rum after distillation. That simply isn't how rum is made. Now here's the ironic part. Some producers do add things after production. Sugar, sweeteners, flavourings, colouring. And they don't always tell you. That's a genuine issue in the rum world. But adding molasses afterwards? No. The article then awards its title of Best Caribbean Rum. The winning product? Primanti. Now, I have absolutely nothing against the brand. Good luck to them. But when the description proudly tells you it contains herbs, spices, and infused plantain, it isn't rum anymore. It's a flavoured spirit drink made using rum. Those are two very different things. And if that is the best a journalist can do for the title of Best Caribbean Rum, we are in real trouble in the rum category. This is actually becoming a huge problem in the UK. Many companies import rum, add flavours, bottle it, and then market it as rum. That's simply misleading. Call it a spiced spirit, call it a flavoured spirit, call it whatever you like. Just don't call it rum. So many of the spiced rums you see are just this. The best spiced rum from this article being a good example. The winner, Las Olas Spice, is someone else's rum with spices and flavours added. Next comes the best unusual rum. Apparently this one contains African botanicals. And it's purple. Purple. For rum? Really? Again, there's nothing wrong with making a flavoured spirit, but once you start adding botanicals and colouring like that, you've moved well away from rum. Botanicals and rum do not belong in the same sentence. Ever. Then we have Best Fruity Rum. Is there such a thing? Well, the winner is a product with cherry and vanilla added. Again, that's a flavoured spirit, not simply rum. Real rum can naturally have flavours that remind you of banana, pineapple, vanilla, chocolate, coffee, hundreds of different tasting notes without adding any of those ingredients. That's one of the things that makes rum so fascinating. Finally, the article finishes with Best flavoured rum. Well, isn't that what all of the previous winners already were? Here's my point. I'm not saying people shouldn't enjoy flavoured drinks. If you love them, fantastic. Drink them, enjoy them, have fun. My issue isn't with the products, it's with calling them rum. Rum isn't vodka or gin, with the flavour coming from what you add. Rum already has incredible flavour. Those flavours come from the raw material, fermentation, distillation and maturation. Not from throwing spices, botanicals, fruit or syrups into the bottle afterwards. That is the difference. So yes, this article genuinely made me angry. Not because I dislike the brands, not because I dislike the writer, but because misinformation like this makes it harder for people to discover what real rum actually is. And I think rum deserves better. You don't have to agree with me, but if we're going to celebrate rum, let's at least call it what it is. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, drink more rum!